your background on that? Nah, it's okay. I gotta restart my game data. Let's go. Hopefully I've set this up correctly again. To not... Yeah, it should be fine. Alright, this doesn't count in the category. If you were the only one admitting it, so like I want a refund. Oh, damn. What was the strat? Okay. The long run mode settings, put that up there. Controls, jump is there, audio is loud. Yep, and let's enjoy the fun of constantly save and reopening the game to get the runs start properly. I also haven't set up the... Fuck's sake. I gotta set this up as well. The Lyslet isn't running as well. God damn it. Why is it not active? It should be activated. God damn it. So I should set it to not split, just start the run. Okay. Nice, that should be it. Go for it. Oh my god. Yeah. Wait. I forget what I'm doing. I'm so stupid. I'm actually so stupid. What I could do, because it's the speedrun mod, I can just... Oh, I'm so tired. I'm so tired. Okay, let me figure this out. Speedrun mod 8%. Okay, so technically I should be able to just do Office. There you go.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? When Stanley came...
Why is my sensitivity so high?
To a set of 2 open doors,
there you go.
He entered the door on his left.
Also, everything has to be perfect.
Yet there was not a single person.
No worries, Mania.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his coming.
Content warnings be turned on as well.
To a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the...
That's bad. Yes.
When Stanley came
hello,
to
JDM.
a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring, but eager to get back to business.
I need to remember I can just do that. I keep forgetting that it's 20:24 p.m. Whoops.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Stanley had now gotten himself so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun.
Oh my god.
You didn't think I was
8 hours of schooling is pain. That sounds painful.
Explanation that would be. All the back and forth between you and me, all the absurd adventures we've been through, and it all turns out I'm just a tape recording.
So
it was all just in Stanley's
I need
head.
to keep in mind that I'm running the speedrun mod category category, which means I can use the hotkeys to change the hallways. I gotta keep that in mind.
Absolutely
Yeah.
brought off the couch in pure shock at the phenomenal and intricate storytelling. It must be so simple to be you. Life being an unending waterfall of surprises and delights. How much more exciting you must find the world than the rest of us do. Now I've become sad. Look what you've done to me. This is all your fault.
Now this should open the hallway.
Gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had
Yes.
missed the memo.
Nice.
Oh, new content? What does that mean? New content.
It's been a while since I heard new content. Oh my god, it's been so... I think my last any percent run was 5 months ago. Been a while.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers. After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over. Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the
Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content. Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
A mesmerizing adventure.
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere? Oh, here we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley. All right, let's see. It's
The jump circle?
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else.
Hello, returned.
Another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just elevators and jump.
I haven't done this. I'm trying to not choke and make mistakes. I haven't done these splits in months.
Hell, I could counter 30 trillion.
You could put that on a box.
The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh wait, there's more.
Very good.
Yes, I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is. That's it? Oh, you've got to be
Let me check.
kidding
When
me.
was the last time I ran any
This is what
percent? Like,
happens
what's
when
the exact
greedy video
date?
game
Let me check.
developers with no respect
It
for
has
their
to be at
fans
least
rush a cheap expansion
5
to
months
market
before.
for no reason other than
5
to
months
make
ago.
an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into
When
it.
was
In
this
fact,
run?
I'm looking right
This
now
was
at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one
submitted
actually says,
18th
"Test
August.
achievement,
18th
please
August was the
ignore."
last time I
What
did
quality assurance department
these
signed up on
splits
this?
because of
I'm
any percent.
infuriated and I'm offended,
That is
and I
5
intend
months
to
ago.
follow these people on Twitter
Oh my
and
God.
hold them personally accountable. It's my fault.
God damn.
I built up too much
Bit of a
anticipation
while.
around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such
I
expectations.
kind of want
If you're
to. I want to
still-
do these
Why don't we just
splits
reset the
mainly
game?
because I want to have a run in almost every category for Stanley Parable, and then I can move on to revisiting Stray again because I want to do that. I need to practice Stray again because I forgot some of the
What
strats.
do you say, Fred?
It's been too long.
Psst. Stanley, come over here.
In the vent.
I want to show you something.
I have to download the whole stream, don't I, to edit it down? Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, you remember how cheap
I've changed some settings on my stream.
And how much better the Stanley Parable.
I don't know if it looks better or not.
So I made something special.
I upped the bitrate a bit, and my sound's different.
Just our little secret. Take a look. I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC. You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism. 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes,
and I quote,
"Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did
you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created.
That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim, it was Persona 3, it was all of them, and now
it's nothing.
It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content. Here's another moving passage, this time from
in here is the serious room from the first game. You can't get into it, which is sad.
Games, and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game.
9 out of 10.
Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was...
Did I? Yeah, it is 90. Okay.
Perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone, to spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed halls
of beloved video game memories.
These were simpler times, Stanley. But I wouldn't give to go back, to have it all over again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the Memory Zone before.
Why is it tugging our game?
Oh, no. Oh, God, no. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they? Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and
unfunny,
with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the
Whoa, what's happening on the stream? What?
Such a densely layered web.
Why is the game just tugging for no reason? Very sad.
Where I'd have the room to stick them. Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is
not recommended. 1200 hours.
Games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley, I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. Well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did. But maybe it wasn't. Oh dear. What an awful
game,
memory to have to hold on to. These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel...
like a failure.
Like I let these people down. What's this one got to say?
Cookie 9.
You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip button? Well,
yes.
Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today.
Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable.
Anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have. And here it is. Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes.
And now 4 minutes of pressing the skip button. So, yeah.
Well there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button.
That's the power of the button.
On a thoughtless display of self-absorption. Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes.
Stanley,
please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours. You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're... Oh, Stanley, you're back. You're back. Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks. Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about...
I still remember how weird this this part of the game was. Oh, that's fun. Not an annoying beep.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they nagged.
So much waiting.
The end is never the end, 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 is...
It broke. The wall broke. So this one more, and now I should be able to open or escape off of this one, I think. Yes, I still remember. Nice. I remember. Why is this part killing my system? Why? Oh, I think it's... I know why. Okay. Let me see if I can fix that live. I don't know if I can. There you go. The stream would have looked different now, but I think I fixed it. And I have not. Whatever. Eight. Oh, I don't need to do 8 tonight. Doesn't matter. I gotta do the
Wait, Stanley thought to himself. Am I sure that the orders stopped coming in? How is that possible? They never stopped. Surely I was mistaken. Oh, good. You noticed my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
Just normal and 8%. Okay.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this Ultra Deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So
forget this Ultra Deluxe nonsense.
I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2.
2. Stanley Parable 2.
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for. Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really. Collectibles.
Now it's a real video game.
In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on. God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a bit. Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think?
Ultra Deluxe?
What does it even mean? Oh goodness, Stanley, this is fairly awkward. I hate to do this, but before you leave, you really should go to the bucket exhibit.
No.
You see, there's a surprise I was going to spring on you later, and it involves the bucket.
No.
And I really do hate to break the illusion, but it's important that you go see the bucket, okay? All right, I'll get out of your hair now.
Cry about it, narrator.
No? You're just going to ignore my advice? Fine. No
honestly,
fun new content for you.
probably,
So, Stanley,
welcome, Mini Mama.
Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but
I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work.
There's definitely a good game in there somewhere.
Say, let's do an experiment.
I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience. Okay, are you ready? Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
Nope, no one clapping in his room? Okay.
There's potential,
dead audience.
Right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind. Hold on, let me do a different arrangement.
Let me do a different arrangement.
Yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2. Who am I kidding, Stanley?
So stupid.
This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And
It's
I
a lot
do
of
very
gags.
much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the
structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it.
I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well,
insert a few of my features into it. Tastefully, of course.
With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game.
Will it possibly work? I suppose it could.
But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction,
This is the Stanley Parable 2.
Let me see if I can whip something up. All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
Nice, you got it first time. Epic.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Let's go.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Let's go.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Feeling a wave of disbelief.
Stanley decided to go up to it. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. You found one of them. One of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember, no reward for collecting all these. Only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done. You can't buy that sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried. So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines. Another miniature Stanley figurine. This, you know, there really must be a snappier name for these things. What about
mini stands?
Stanley figs. Or
what about Stanlurines?
Yes, I think I like that. Another Stanlurine
under your belt.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to
just let the narrator talk.
That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music. Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Nice.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
This one's the boxes, I think. Yep. Poor
Poor
narrator.
The correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow.
Yes, this room.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Nice.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Speed.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime.
A work of art.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Go on, Stanley.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been... What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful.
Nice.
Stanley, I'm sorry, but I have to put a pause on things. It's those figurines.
This is going well. Who knew being able to change the hallways to remove RNG makes the run much more enjoyable? You don't have to constantly restart the game to get the right hallway.
I know we're supposed to be telling a story.
Who knew?
Would you please indulge me with one more trip back to the memory zone? I would love nothing more than to revisit the figurines.
Just one more time.
Here's where it all began. The first collectible. Back then, we had no idea of how many of them we'd find. Sure, it said 6 right there on the screen, but how could we know?
Wait, I'm dumb. You don't have to collect it. I'm so stupid. I'm zoned out.
Again, Stanley.
God damn it, throwing. I'm actually throwing it already. Shame.
And here was a second Stanlurine. I'll be honest, back then I had no faith in you to find any of them, let alone 6. But you continue to surprise me in all sorts of mundane, unremarkable ways. Okay, let's do a little quiz. Which of these rooms was the room you found your
Stanlurine?
Can you remember? Hey, that's exactly right.
It's here in the boss's bathroom. It was the third one. You picked it up, and then after that, you had 3 of them.
I'm glad these moments are so crystal clear in your memory, but I
shouldn't be surprised. After all, science tells us that it's impossible to forget your 3rd time doing anything. Oh god, I memorized every single line. That's insane.
Pink room. Oh well, I can't actually say I remember being in this room.
Not bad.
It's here in the memory zone, so it must
I just randomly had a feeling of I want to continue my progress of getting a time on every category in Stanley Parable, hence this stream, which has 4 planned categories to do. Let's go! I'm feeling insane. So fingers crossed at the end of all this there will be 4 records, and maybe if it's faster than the unrestricted categories it could be up to 8 records. Let's see what happens. Just to establish dominance, that's all it is.
Takes you back, doesn't it? I spent a lot of time making that video, but it was 8 minutes I wouldn't have spent on anything else. And then, Stanley, then we came to the last collectible, the final figurine, right here by the
red and blue doors.
This memory is the most distinct and clear in my mind, perhaps because it was the one that happened more recently than all the others. Who can truly say how the mind works? All I know is that this is the moment where you picked up a figure and I thought to myself,
yes, that's all of them. They're all collected.
It was a moment unlike any other, except for the other moments picking up figurines, which it was exactly like. And then there was no more. Because we've caught up to the present moment. Nothing left to do but move onward into the future. Goodbye, memory zone.
Goodbye, memory zone.
No, I'm not done. I'm not ready to move on. Stop the loading screen. Isn't there some way we can stay here, keep enjoying these figurines? Let's just go backwards. We'll do the memory zone again from the opposite direction. See how that feels. Okay, yes, the room with the red and blue doors. I remember this. I must say, of all the figurines we looked at in our initial tour of the memory zone, this one is the most distinct and clear in my mind. Let's keep going, I want more. And here's where I made that video. Don't you remember the video we watched? Yes, I love that video.
I love that video. And the pink room.
Still don't remember the pink room, Stanley. Still no memory of this one. Good room, though. A solid room.
A good room, though. A solid room.
These really were a treat to hunt down. You know, if there had been any kind of reward for finding all of these, it really would have muted the intrinsic joy of collecting them. I'm very glad we resisted the temptation.
Next one.
This was our second Figley. Don't you remember? Yes, I remember it too. The past is
was
truly
clean
a
as well,
wonderful
my
thing.
god.
Why does anyone ever choose to leave it? keep going. This is it. The very first one we found in the exhibit where I introduced you to the Figurines. Oh, I want more memories, Stanley. I want to keep going. What else is there? What came before this?
What came before this?
Look, it's the terrible new content that we were originally sold on. I remember hating it back then. But time does... Oh, yes!
The two doors!
Who could have forgotten that?
I love...
Memory,
He's so passionate about the two doors. Oh my god.
And before everything else, there was your office. Is there anything else? Was there something that came before your office? There's something I feel I can remember. I can remember. Yes, I'm remembering
True,
something
actually,
now.
really a masterpiece.
I remember before this whole story got started. Back then, I was different. I used to make
game
big
dying for no
decisions.
reason.
I was
Nice.
passionate. I was skeptical. I weighed each...
Okay. Get that's loaded. And now the fun part of constantly closing and reopening the game. Let's go. So much clicking. So much clicking. I should still remember the strats for this. There is a much more efficient way to do that, but I keep forgetting. I can't remember exactly what times are. It's like one click and like out of the 3 times it asks, you click each corner once or something like that. Just the fewest clicks. Whatever. Who cares? It's fine. Because I can change the hallways, I am 3 seconds ahead of my gold. Ooh, get some cheese. Very nice. This should be the second last one. Oh! Oh! Did it really pronounce your name Mbammer? Is it in my text to speech pronounced it Mbammer? That's so good. Thank you for the sub, Hammer. Appreciate it. I'm working on the sub you made, that the T-Spud idea. I'm working on it because I actually want to use it, but I'm gonna like make my own version of it. I'm working on it because I think it's dumb and funny, and it makes no sense, but I like it. Nice. Let's go. I don't get how I lose time in that last split. I really don't know what I need to do differently. It's weird. Now the game's struggling again. I don't know why it does that. Why? It's really weird that whenever we're not in the office, my game likes to die. Like, why is it dying here? Why is it dying here? What's going on? I can close this, I think. Let's close all this. Maybe, now it looks okay. That's so weird. I probably changed something that makes it act up. I'll figure it out. Yeah, this is. Oh yeah, Hammer. When you played through this on stream, this was I think the one thing that you didn't get to do because it involves restarting the game like 5 times, and that was a lot of effort. But this is the epilogue of the Stanley Parable, and I don't know if you've seen it since. But here we go. The, I guess, official ending of the Stanley Parable. Ah, okay. But yeah, it was a bit of an effort, and they don't really tell you that that was gonna be the case until people kept replaying the game. Okay, I gotta remember that I'm doing glitchless, so I can't do the strats here. Do you remember that? Click, 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 click. There we go. Hello, settings person. We love settings person. I remember there was a... who was it? I was watching a video from... there was a streamer who made a GTA bounty with one of his mods where cars explode all the time. Doug, I think. He played this game with his brother, who was a dev for Stanley Parable, and his brother suggested that we've seen the settings person character before in the game. And he was one of the employees that seemingly has gone insane. And this is him, like, he's ascended the world and now he can control settings. There we go. So that is time for the any speedrun mod any %.